Hey guys, hope you're well. So I just put out a little video, a little short on using paste around your lead. If you didn't see it, it's a great little spring tactic to get some attraction towards your hook bait without feeding them too much, just wrapping your lead in paste. And I thought I'd just let you know of a couple of different ways you can use paste as well, and ways that I've used it over the years. I didn't mention in the last video as well, but another benefit of wrapping your lead in paste is it makes it slightly less dense, so if you're fishing on a silty lake it doesn't sink into the silt as much, which is a nice side effect. So a couple of different ways you can use paste is by just literally simply making it into balls, just like you would a boilie, and make it into lots of little balls of that and put them out with a catapult or whatever bait in the boat or whatever, and know that a small ball like that will break down in half an hour, probably an hour. Excuse me, get it off. So yeah, a little bit like that will probably break down in about an hour. And you can just put them out in solid balls like that. You can put your bait inside, get a spare boilie out of the bag and then wrap it. I know someone who does that to great effect. He'll wrap about sort of 10 or 15 baits like that and then put them out as free offerings, and it's a really good way of getting some extra attraction, some boosting their baits. It's like nowadays there's quite a big trend on putting powders and liquids over your freebies. I to a certain amount, a lot of that I think is probably going to get lost just going through the layers, but when you put paste around your freebies, it's definitely going to land on the bottom and add attraction. And you'll see when you use paste, it breaks down and you get like a little halo around your bait. It looks awesome. So yeah, that's a good way of using bait. The guy that I get my bait off swears by getting some boilies, breaking them up in your hands so they're in sort of bigger than crumb, just little bits, and wrapping paste into those little bits of boilies and making little balls of that. He swears by that. So I haven't tried that before. I think I'll give that a go. And how else have I used it over the years? I've used it as bait. I've used literally a ball like that as bait on a hair, but just knowing that you have to recast every quite often. I wouldn't leave a bait like that in the water for longer than half an hour without recasting it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's a good few little ways you can use paste. If you want it to sit into weed, or if you don't want it to sink as hard, then flatten it out like that. Just make it into a little disc, and then when that hits the water, it'll flutter downwards instead of going down quicker. So if you're fishing in weed or something like that and you want it to sit in the weed, you can just flatten it. So there, a couple more ways you can use some paste. Really do swear by, especially this time of year. I use it all year round, but definitely in spring and winter. All right, see you later.